Hello and good morning, everyone. Only positivity here. No coffee today. Ready to kick off podcast number 121 on this place that I'm looking to launch called Elevated Thoughts. So before diving into the topic of the day, let's go ahead and start with the level set. So, as I endeavor upon pursuing knowledge and life experience in this next phase of life through fitness, photography, reading, cannabis, golf, many more things. One habit that I've really formed is traveling. So this podcast essentially goes through some of my more recent travels, taking those lessons learned and applying them to experiences in my life. So again, as if anyone's listening out there, you could probably imagine that hear that the audio is a little bit different. And I'm just gonna keep it going. I feel like the audio isn't too shitty, and I'm having a good time doing these things on my walks. So let's fucking keep that rolling. And if the audio isn't so good, just know that I'll be changing it up for probably the next slew of podcasts. I'll go back to the way I've been recording them, but it's just fucking beautiful, mate. I keep saying that. But it's been really nice getting up early, going for walks. Now that the weather's good, like there's a little rabbit next to me just being cute as fuck, eating some shit. Super hyper aware of me, and then he just skirted off there like a little drug addict. But anyway, dude, squirrels and rabbits are so schizo, man. They would be such cute animals if they were friendly, but they are so fucking weird. But anyway, so yeah, it's like nice. I got up early this morning, get some emails in, and then after a couple of hours of getting work done, getting my habits in, just get out for a little walk, So yeah, other than that, I feel like today one thing we could do is go through my most recent trip to Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. And what's really nice about Lake Geneva is, from where I'm at, it's like an hour drive, like on local roads. So it's really not that far away. And it's nice that it's not that far away for a place where you feel like you've kind of gotten off the beaten path a little bit, right? So anyway, without further ado, let's go ahead and jump in. So Lake Geneva, Wisconsin. I've been there, I went there quite a bit growing up. I've been there a few times in my adult years, but I've never been there to golf. And it really is like a nice golf destination for those who are local to the Chicagoland area. It's a quick skirt up to Wisconsin. It's right on the border. So like I said, you're not really going too far away when you're up in Lake Geneva. So what I was doing was going on a golf trip with my homies. So with my white friends, if you will. So these guys, they always give me great perspective on life. Like I grew up in an Indian household. I grew up around Indian people. And what I always find with my white friends is that they bring a different perspective to life. And I don't think they do it on purpose, but it's just that they were raised differently than me. And the one thing I love about them the most is that they're simple individuals. I love that about them, is that they have low expectations for people. They don't expect too much. I know I just said that, but they're just simple individuals. I just love spending time, love doing the simple things, such as playing Uno, right? Playing pool, sitting around chatting, laughing, doing dumb shit, going for walks, and that's that's right up my alley. Just keep things light, dude. We're all adults. We don't have too much time to be caught up in pettiness, and I love that I find that with them. And even as we're getting older, we're finding space for each other in each other's lives, right? It's just our progression has been crazy. And now that the summer months are here, we're playing golf a lot, and it's nice because I get to see my homies all the time. And some of them aren't as into golf as others, but we're still finding time. And two of them have moved close to me, and so we're right within a 10-minute radius of each other, and that really does take the fuck shit up to a higher level. So I'm really happy about that. And so over time we were what can we do together that's not going to be too expensive or going to be on too broad of a scale. So we were figuring out hey, where do we go, right? At the beginning of this year, we was what are our thoughts? And we right away locked in on a golf trip, which was really nice. But we were trying to figure it out. And then so basically, right, ChatGPT for the motherfucking win, my dude. And we went ahead and we narrowed it down to Grand Rapids and Lake Geneva. And then after a while, we were like, you know what? Let's just like do a little poll, right? So we sent out a poll, and we were like, we want to go to the place that's closest, right? So we ended up just going to Lake Geneva, like landing on that one. And then that became just like the thing to look forward to all year. So once we lock it in, then once we, like, book the Airbnb, confirm dates, then everything kind of comes along with it, you know what I mean? So it was really nice that we were able to just like quickly put something together, and then it was just the waiting period, right? So once we locked in the date, I was like, all right, let me go ahead and look at Airbnbs and find like everyone's appetite level for like cost, right? And so I threw some shit into an Airbnb, and I was like, hey boys, let's just like, you know, I don't want to put timelines or deadlines on anyone, but I think like this, like, you know, booking the Airbnb will be the one thing that we just need to get done in a timely fashion, and then we'll do it, right? And it's really nice because they listen, you know? So right away, everyone's in there, they're like in this Google spreadsheet, I list like 5 Airbnbs, they're like, okay, this one looks good, this one looks good, this one looks good. So boom, we book it up, all right, now we're set, now we got a place to stay, and we just gotta wait like a month before to like call the golf courses and book them. And the complication there, for anyone's going on a golf trip, like there's usually 4 tee times to a slot, and we had 5 people, right? So we didn't want just like one person to go like by themselves, because that'd be kind of a fucking bummer. So we had to call a bunch of different courses and see which ones would allow like a 5-some. And that sounds sexual. But anyway, the thing about that is like, you know, it's all about the pace of play. I know this is getting technical with golf, but you know, me and the guys, like we play quick. Like we're not like overly fast, right? But you know, a lot of people take like 2 minutes to take a shot, and like for us, it's like under 30 seconds each. So like we get up, we get ourselves right, we take a practice swing or 2, and then we hit the ball, and then we fucking move on, you know? Because we're not trying to hold anyone up. Like we're trying, and that's another thing that's crazy. Like we're trying to be a good steward of like the game and of the course, right? We don't want to be pissing anybody off. We want everyone to have fun out here, not just us, right? So anyway, what's awesome is like the day we start approaching, I'm sending out like excited memes. Everyone's like, fuck you, dude. And I'm like, for sure. So the day's coming up. It's like Wednesday. We're leaving on Thursday, so it's Wednesday. And I'm getting ready. I'm packing all my shit up. I'm so excited, getting more golf balls. Thursday comes around. We got a half day, right? And actually, I'm off. It's Juneteenth, so it's like I'm off. And so get up early, go to the gym, get a little hotel workout in. You know me, dude. I'm gonna always be doing that. Get up, do that, and then me and wifey hit the range, which is like 10 minutes away from me. And what's so funny is I see one of my other buddies who's coming on the trip with me at the range, and I'm like, fuck yeah, dude. I love it. I love that you're out here just fucking feeling it, grinding, ready to get some practice swings in for the day. That makes me really happy, dude. So, yeah, so there's that. So we see him there, and then I'm like, yo, I'm gonna see you in like 30 minutes, my dog. So then, ultimately, I go back, drop wifey off. I just like take a quick shower, get my bags, pack up, and you know, me and my other buddy, we have a Honda Accord each, and then the other ones have like smaller cars, you know. So what we ended up doing was the 3 of us that live around each other, we hopped in one car. So we had to do some like Jenga, fucking Tetris type shit to get everything in, but we got it, right? And then we're off, right? So we do about an hour and 20 minutes to the Airbnb. And it was nice because we were just like, before we left, we were like smoking and shit, and we were just having a good time. My buddy has this dab rig that's like all electric, and he can control the heat and shit from his app, which is awesome. So, you know, the technology is crazy. He also had this like wax paintbrush. So for those of you that smoke weed, wax is like kind of like a jelly like substance, and it was like this paintbrush where you could twist it and the wax would come out of the paintbrush end, and you could just paint a joint with like wax. It was like, Joe, like I was sitting there in that moment being like, dude, the era that we're in with like weed improvements and weed innovation is crazy. And so like I just rolled like 20 joints for the trip, you know, and this dude has all the gear, my boy. I'm like, oh shit, let's go then. So anyway, that was that, like on the goodies front. So we get over there to the Airbnb, and we have a nice Airbnb. It's like a house with like 5 or 6 bedrooms, 5 or 6 beds. So each one of us has their own spot, right? I like right away went and got the best room, the master bedroom. And dude, here's my thought on that, right? So, you know, it's to each his own, right? But for me, like me and one of my buddies did the most work, right? Like I planned the entire trip. I booked the Airbnb. You know, I pretty much I drove there. I drove in my car there, and so when I got there, I was like, you know what? In my mind, I've done like probably like majority of the work to get us here, right? So I feel like I've earned the nice bathroom and then the nice bedroom, right? There was another single bedroom, and that was like my other buddy who like booked all the golf courses. I was like, man, you can get that one, dude. And then the remaining squad, there was like some bunk beds and shit like that. There was a room with like 4 bunk beds. So like they just like crashed in there. One dude crashed in the basement. So there was enough room to sprawl out. But what was really nice was just like the house feel, right? It was so nice to just, you know, like hotels are great because people clean after you, but like when you're with your homies, like you don't need to get the frills, right? So it was nice to just have our own spot where nobody was like around, you know? And so like literally like 20, 30 minutes later, the other 2 pull up, and now we got the full squad in, right? So we start getting we go to a grocery store, right? Start getting the fuck shit up, buy some White Claws, buy a Fireball bucket, buy some snacks for the course, some protein bars and shit. So just to make sure we got our goodies, Gatorades, all that stuff, right? So we get back to the crib, and then we go to dinner over on the lake at Lake Geneva. I think it was called Baker House. And you know, the restaurant was so quaint. It was like in an old school house from like the early 1900s. You know, like very Victorian type architecture. You know, like the old school tables, the high lofted ceilings, you know, all that stuff. But the service and the food was not so great, I will say. It just seemed like it was like you're paying a lot for like just kind of like the ambiance, and the food was like all right. Like we asked for my steak to be like medium plus, and it was definitely like rare. And I was just like, whatever, I'll just fucking eat it at this point. But you know, it's like one of those things where the service wasn't so great, but the company was good. We were with our friends, had some drinks, and I was just fucking loving it, dude. I was having a blast, man. We were laughing, giggling. So then we went back home, right, and just kind of wind down the night, get some White Claws going, get a little vodka, and I put some vodka in my Gatorade, and just doing that. And we were just playing pool, playing cutthroat, and I was whooping that ass. Just FYI to any of the homies that are listening. I had a good weekend playing pool, so it was like all good. So anyway, we wind down the night, right? What's nice is like no one's trying to push and like be miserable the whole weekend, right? We're like, it's like 11:30, 12. I'm like, dude, we gotta get up at like 6:30, so I'm gonna go to sleep, you know? And everyone's like, yeah, me too, bro. So it was really nice, just passed out. Woke up the next morning, and we're playing a course called Evergreen. So we get up, and I'm warming up sandwiches for people. These little Jimmy Dean sandwiches, you know what I mean? Warming them up for people so people can eat. Because I know we're gonna fuck up if we don't eat today, boys. So just want to get the vibes going high. And then ultimately, we head over to Evergreen, and then we do, my buddy brought his push cart, so he was walking that day. And then, I was riding with one of my good boys, one of my good homies, and my buddy Nick, and some of the other guys we were doing like random card assignments using ChatGPT. So what was funny was so we get there. There's a little like confusion with the lady at the front who's checking us in, but we were being very nice to her. They just got a new system, and she was just like really nice she was really happy that we were being nice. She's like, thank you guys so much for being nice. Like, people are so mean here sometimes. And I'm like, dude, it's all good, bro. Like, we're here early. Like, you know, I know it's not your fault. So like, we'll get out there, I'm sure. So we finally get there, and like we get on the first tee box, and we're like, yo, first tee box of the fucking golf trip, here we go. And like, this is only like the second or third golf trip of my life. So I'm still getting that. I'm still got that little boy charm about me when it comes to these golf trips. So anyway, we're at Evergreen in Lake Geneva. So we're on the first tee, and you know, my buddy is like, I'm gonna go first, right? I'm gonna go for sure. And my boy's got a mean fucking sliced up. So he's totally just fucking, he goes up, you know, he kind of just like shanks the first one, which is fine. You know, we're gonna give him that breakfast ball, get another one going. And the second one he hits like halfway decent, right? And then it's like my turn, right? So I get up, I'm like, you know, I'm gonna step low. So I get up, fucking hit the first good tee shot, and that just sets the tone, right? Like I just hit a good drive, like onto the fairway, and we're going across water. So that's like an extra fuck you right there. So I get the first tee box going, and then you know, one of my buddies is a little bit more like stringent on golf rules, but I'm like, fuck you. So like he doesn't want us to be driving on the fairway and shit, and I'm like, fuck that. So I tell my other buddy, I was like, I'm a fucking skirt. So I skirt, do like a fucking full 360 with my car on the fairway. The ranger comes over, he's like, dude, don't drive like assholes. I'm like, all right, my bad. I was like, I'm excited. So I just drive carefully the rest of the time, but it's like, dude, we're fucking sending it. I just love to like piss my homies off every now and then, like get under their skin, because it's just fun. So yeah, so we start doing that, and you know, right away, one of my buddies who doesn't really play golf is actually playing pretty well. He like never really practices or anything like that, but he's doing his shit. You know, he's out and about. He's fucking getting a par or two, and I'm just sitting there like, you know what? Like I'm playing well. Like I'm getting good chips. I'm hitting good shots. I'm getting par opportunities, but I'm not getting them. You know, so whatever, right? Whatever. So I'm like, I'm here to have fun, bro. I'm not here to like play for a score or compete, but there's always that slight competition, right? So one of my buddies is keeping the score on the scorecard, and I'm keeping score of pars and birdies for everybody, right? And so what ends up happening is we are all like at a decent level, but we're not the best, right? So what we had this term all weekend called crash out. It'd be like, if you like totally fuck a hole up, dude, you can't even like get there, or you get more than like 4 strokes past par, then we're just gonna give you a crash out score. It was so funny, because I was just like, we'd be like, at the end of the hole, we'd all be like, what'd you guys get? And I'd be like, oh, I got a bogey, got a double bogey. And then someone would be like, I crashed out, bro. I crashed out on that one. I was like, all right, we'll give you the crash out. So, and now I feel like I use that term for everything, just like crashing out. But yeah, so then we played that hole. I got a few pars. It was a beautiful course. And what was nice was we were like, there wasn't too many people up on us. We weren't waiting. So that was really like, that was nice. So yeah, so we keep moving through that course, and hi, good morning. So we keep moving through that course, and then what ends up happening is I get a few pars on that course, and we're playing really well, trying to like find my rhythm, you know, but at the same time not really giving a shit about it, because I feel like that's just the best way to play the whole while. So my what was funny on the scorecard, so one of my buddies always pulls out like a surprise joint or a surprise blunt, you know, and that severely alters the course of your day, right? And so he pulls out like a stizzy. So a stizzy is like a 2-gram blunt that has wax on the outside and keef on the outside, and has like moon rocks on the inside. So moon rocks are like little like balls of wax. So it's kind of like little hits of like punches to the throat, and like of little max hits of bud, you know, and they're concentrated. So when a stizzy comes out, it's gonna be fucking oof, it's gonna be a tough one, but I love it. And so my boy marked on the scorecard like pre and post stizzy scores, and it was so fucking funny, man. So yeah, we ended up doing that, ran that through. I got a couple pars there, and then we slide off, and it's hot, dude. It's like 95 degrees outside, and we're roasting. And I'm brown, so I don't get the burn if I use sunscreen, but these guys, these white dudes, are just constantly applying, man. Like they're red as fuck, and we're taking fireball shots intermittently, so we're all buzzing and fucking turned up. It was phenomenal, dude. I'm gonna put you out there on that. So we slide over to Oak Grove afterwards. We just get a quick bite, and then slide over to Oak Grove, and we got another 18. And for that one, dude, it's like the hottest point of the day, right? So, but the course itself was just beautiful, you know. Like the landscape in Lake Geneva is much different. It's like a little hillier, a little bit more like a little bit less developed, which is great. So we go over there and we check in. One of my buddies is fucking bleeding golf balls, man, and he ran out and he's buying balls from the pro shop. And balls from the pro shop are like so fucking expensive, man. Like you don't want to be buying shit from there. That's why I went to like the PGA store and I had a gift card. But I usually will buy some like nitro golf balls. Because they're like 40, it's like 45 balls for, hi, good morning. Good morning. It's like 45 balls for like $30. And that's like the best deal. And people say like the nitro balls are shitty, blah, blah, blah. But dude, we're not good enough to the point where we're like, I lose balls like all the time, dude. So if once I stop losing them, I'll buy nicer ones. But I am at the point in my bag where I've gotten rid of all the shitty ones. So I do need to start using the nicer balls in my bag, but whatever. We'll figure that out this weekend. So we get to We get to Oak Grove, we start playing. Got a good few shots off the tee. I'm struggling a bit, but I'm starting to get more pars, right? I'm starting to rack up the pars. And so we come to like hole, like I want to say like 12, and it's this hole that's a par 4. It's a par 4, and right before the green is this creek. So you have to like be careful how far you hit the ball because it could go into that creek. So I hit my driver. I kind of tee it up a little bit higher so it doesn't go as far. So I hit my driver. I actually get a good one, lands on the fairway. I go to pick up and then I go get it, right? So I pick up my hybrid and I give it a nice fucking whack, dude. That's what she said. So I give it a nice fucking hit and it actually bounces on the green and hits the flag. And I'm like, oh shit. You know, I'm like so excited. And I'm like thinking, dude, if it hit the flag, that means I got a birdie opportunity coming up. And so I'm like not saying anything, like, you know, I'm just trying to be calm about it. And then we pull up to the green and my ball is like probably like 7 feet away. And that's like enough for me to miss it, you know? And so I let the boys get up there and I'm like, yo, you announce it. If you have a par or a birdie putt, you announce it. I was like, hey dude, hey boys, I got a birdie putt, right? So I'm lining it up. I got my nitro ball, okay, by the way. So I like line it up and then I go give it a nice little dink and boom, birdie. And I'm fucking bucked, dude. I'm like, all right, let's fucking go, dude. Like what do you call, I got my first birdie and like the first group birdie of the trip. But what's nice is like with this group, we don't scramble, so we don't play team golf, we play individual. So that was like my own birdie. It wasn't a scramble birdie, it was like my very own birdie. And so I was like happy about that. I can put my stamp on that, you know what I mean? And so we get done with that and now I'm in mood. Right? I'm like ready to go, feeling loose, you know, and then my buddy was so kind, he's like, dude. So one of my buddies, Nick, like I don't see him as often, and I'm just like, hey dude, like he's like come over here. I'm like, what's up? He's like, dude, you get the fucking most improved award, man. Dude, I haven't seen you play in a while, but holy shit, bro, you're getting good. And I'm just like, thanks, man. That feels so nice, you know. And it's so nice. Like these are the small things, right? It's so nice that he can say that, even if he's not playing the best, you know. Like I can say that too, and it's nice that like those are your homies, right? The ones who like they clap for you. And this has nothing to do with golf. It's like when they clap for you, even if they're still waiting for their turn, you know? And I love that, man. That makes me feel so happy. So anyway, we're riding out that course. I get a couple more pars. I'm just fucking loving it, right? We come back home and I'm just like, I'm like, yo, all right, game, dude. We had a good first day, right? And everyone's like, I thought like some folks might be too tired to run 218s a day, but no, sir, we're feeling good, right? And so, we get some tacos, order some Grubhub or like DoorDash, and we get some tacos, which is awesome because, you know, we didn't have to go to a restaurant and everyone just wants to stay at home and watch TV and kind of zonk out. We've been outside all fucking day. I wish we would have gotten out more, but it's okay. Like, it's certainly not a problem. We spent the whole day outside. So, yeah, anyway, so we come back, get some tacos. I'm having fun now, right? Like I'm with my homies, I'm drinking, we're watching TV. And then, so we're just chilling out, playing Uno, playing a fucking reckless couple games of Uno, playing pool again, playing foosball. And I'm just like, fuck yeah, dude, we're like boys right now, you know, we're like little kids. And so go back to bed in the morning, gotta get up early again. We're back in the morning, 6 a.m., wake up, get the sandwiches going again, and we ride out and we play another round at Oak Grove, right? And so we're playing there again, and we're doing the card assignments, taking fireball shots in the morning, just getting the buzzing going right away, and we're off, right? We're off, and we started playing really well. I got more pars, and we're just kind of having some fun, right? We're just fucking doing our thing. No birdies that day, at that course, but we get through it and it's hot again, man. And my buddies are just like all red, but we're scrambling, we're having fun, we're like dancing on the course, we're fucking just vibing out, you know what I'm saying? Like just crashing out at the same time. So like, I'm not gonna complain, right? I'm just having just so much fun. I don't even care about the golf I'm playing, man. I'm just like having a good time. So I'm racking up the pars. Now we're keeping tally. We're getting close, right? And then so we wrap that course up and we go to, I think it's like Lake Lawn Resort. And that was like a full-on resort. It's like a bougie golf course, man. And you know, we're at the bar like beforehand because we're early. And we see all these fucking douchebags like trying to holler at the bartender, and they're talking to the bartender about their golf game, and I'm like, the bartender, she's trying to talk back, and I'm like, this is so interesting. It's like, do you really feel like you hitting your 3-wood far is gonna get this chick to like, you know, come home with you. It's like these dudes are such like orcs, man. They're such like fucking Republican old white dudes, dude. Just like got nothing else to talk about. Just like always trying to like fucking rage, drink, and fight and shit like that. You're just like, bro, come on, man. Like, don't ruin the game for people. But anyway, it was all good. They weren't bad. They were just like kind of annoying me, I guess. You know, it's just sometimes the rhetoric that people have is just like, bro, like say something else, man. Like think about something before you say it, you know. But anyway, that's judgy. But other than that, so we're chilling there, and actually the bartender was very nice. Like, we each had these huge water bottles, but she filled them all up like multiple times for us. And we got some hot dogs, got a burger. We were just chilling. She was so nice to us. So my buddy buys some more golf balls from the store, and I'm just sitting there like, all right, dude. He's got them yellow Callaway balls with a soccer ball on it, and those are expensive ones, so it's all good. So then we get there, and this course is gorgeous, dude. It's right on the lake. It's so beautiful. It's just like so nice to be able to hit the golf ball while looking out on the lake. And even though I crashed out a bunch of times, I was loving it. I was like, man, this is so nice. I'm with my homies. This euphoria comes over me. I like put my hand around my buddy. I'm like, boo, I love you, dog. It's fucking great. And so we end up, so I'm gonna take you through another birdie of mine. So there was I hit this really good drive on this par 4, and I hit it, and I see it. I'm like, please don't land in that one little bunker. There's like one small bunker, and it lands, of course, right in there. And I'm like, dude, I hit a good drive. This was a birdie opportunity, but I'm in the sand. I'm gonna fuck it up, dude. So then I get to the sand, and I'm just like, you know what? I'm just gonna fucking hit this ball. I don't even care, because like sometimes I try to like adjust myself to hit in the sand, and that fucks me up. So I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna hit it normally. So then I actually take like a full swing wedge, and it lands like 2 feet from the fucking hole. And now I got a birdie putt. I thought I was gonna crash out hard. Your boy has a birdie putt now. So I go up, and it's like a 1 2-foot putt, so it's like a tap in. So I switch out my nitro. I get a Callaway out there, and I put it, and I just touch it, and I'm like, dude, did I just fuck this up? Because like I just touched it, but it's rolled slowly. It like holds on the edge for a little bit, and just boop goes in. I'm like, fuck yeah, that's my second birdie, bitch. Let's go. So then now, like I'm ahead on pars. I got like 7 pars and 2 birdies now, and my boys have like 3 or 4 pars, 4 or 5 pars, no birdies. And so we're going through, we're having fun. We get to the final hole, 18. So my buddy and I, we both hit good tee shots. He hits a bomb, I hit a bomb. Like he hits like, I think like an iron. He gets it right on the green. It's a par 5. So he's at like an eagle opportunity, right? And then so I hit my 5-wood, and I'm still like 30 yards from the green. So a little shorter than him, right? So I pull up, and I fucking get a nice wedge. I'm like, dude, just concentrate on this wedge, right? So I fucking boop, hit it, and it lands like 6 feet from the pin. And all my buddies are like, oh my God, oh my God, oh my God. You know, so you know it was good because I couldn't see it. My other buddy goes, and he kind of fucking shanks it. I'm like, there goes his fucking eagle birdie par opportunity. He's about to crash out. And I'm like, dude, you're getting good looks. You just have to concentrate when you get close to the green, man. It's like some people don't know how to do that. And I'm just like, dude, you gotta slow down, you know? Just take your foot off the gas. Think about what you wanna do with the shot. And so anyway, so everybody goes, and now I'm waiting. I go mark my ball, I'm waiting. And it's the 18th hole, right? And so everyone goes, I mark my ball up. I'm like, all right, boys, we got a birdie putt. And now, like, it's the 18th hole, so the ranger's watching me. There's people having dinner watching me. There's all these things, right? So I go up, I just like do a couple price strokes. I hit it nice and gently. Boom, sinks a birdie, bitch. Birdie on the 18th hole of the last course of the golf trip. I don't know if I could have fucking drew it up any better, my dudes. So anyway, we wrap it up. I'm just like, yo, I'm fucking so happy. Like, ending on a high note. I got 9 pars and 3 birdies on the weekend. So I'm just sitting there like elated about the situation. I'm so fucking happy, right? And then we go back home after that, pack it all up, and I'm riding a high, dude. We go back up, I'm gonna start drinking a little heavier because we're done. Go back home, we get some more tacos, and I just start drinking hard. Then like around midnight, I pass out. We wake up the next morning, smoke a few joints in the morning, just follow all the Airbnb instructions, and then get our black asses home. I'm home by like 11, dude. And what was nice was my wife was in Detroit for a wedding. She literally got home like 10 minutes before me. Then we got to just fucking come home, take a little nap, go for some walks, wind down. And I'm just like, boom. First trip together with these guys, doing golf in the books, man. This is just gonna be one of many. We're already talking about what we want to do next year. And we're just talking about, all the excursions to come. And what's nice is like, even though we're all like kind of going down like separate paths here, and we're doing different things. My buddy's like really into his band. I don't see him as much as I used to. There's a point where we were seeing each other like multiple times a week, at least every Friday, right? But I don't really see him super often anymore. And it's all good, because we're both doing good things and we still find time for each other, right? We're still finding time for each other to go do things like golf together, and go to comedy shows and just spend time. And, I'm thinking life is going to constantly evolve. Like, now that we're golfing, it's not my second year golfing. Like the summers and the good weather is like dedicated to spending time golfing, and that's what I really enjoy. And in the winter, we'll pick it back up. We'll start hitting out again. There'll be a lot less to do, and we'll go have some fun together. You know what I'm saying? So like maybe that's how life looks for a little bit. But I'm gonna enjoy it. I'm gonna love it, and that's just kind of where I'm at with things. So yeah, that's my Lake Geneva trip in a nutshell. I think me and wife are gonna sit down and record our Banff podcast together this weekend, and we got some fun coming up. So other than that, I'm gonna leave y'all right there. Feel free to leave me any feedback, and remember, only positivity. Thanks, guys.